Hello there, Sagittarius. My name is Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com, and I am a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath, and I've been doing readings for 27 years now, and I never had an opportunity to learn cards. So over the last year, I've been working on learning how to read cards, and it's been really a lot of fun. And this is my third time out here in YouTube land, and uh, it's pretty much been interesting. I like it. What I've done for the month is I've chosen 4 cards, and I'm going to use the bottom card for an overall view of the month. And at the end, we'll pick a Doreen Virtue card to try to pull all of this together for us, an angel card. And what I see here, and what I wanted to tell you first, is I looked this up for you because I'm not an astrologer, and everything like the emphasis for the month, can't get the word out of my mouth, is in your 5th house for you, those of you that do astrology. And I believe it's like dealings with youthful people or children, and your creative activities, if you're doing anything like that. It can be entertainment, recreation, like vacations, and it can also mean romantic attachments. So if there's anything up there for you, Sagittarius, there you go. Anyways, what I'm seeing from these cards is it's really interesting because out of 5 cards you have all except one is cups. So I'm thinking this month could have to do with emotional things too. The bottom, and I wanted to tell you, I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week, through the month. They'll probably intertwine, during the month for you, so the situations will move in and out. And the cup, or the card on the bottom of the deck, the cup, it is the cup. It's the Page of Cups, and that's your overall emphasis for the month. And at this point in time, Page of Cups, I'm looking at him, and he's like looking at that cup, and I always think, for whatever reason, that this page is like the magician. He's pulling that fish out like the rabbit out of the hat trick. And normally he's delivering a pretty good message, and it's an emotional, I would assume, because it is a cup message. But in this case, the cup is in reverse. So when I think about the Page of Cups in reverse, I always think we need, and let me talk like I'm you, it's easier for me because I'm an empath, and I think I need to evaluate the situations that are going on around me because they might have like some fishy smell to them. So if there's something, Sagittarius, that I'm not trusting for this month of April, and this is for April 2016, or a person that I'm not quite trusting, or a situation where I've chosen to put the blinders on, whether it be a romantic situation or it could be a creative endeavor that I'm not looking at all the facets of right at this time. I think I need to really look at them clearly. So if someone is, giving me all this interest, or, like things seem to be going in this really exciting direction or manner, and, I think that almost doesn't, it looks too good to be true. Usually it might be too good to be true. So perhaps right now we're missing a little piece of the puzzle, or something else that we need to know that might be being withheld from us. So we want to look at the situations around us, whether they're romantic, work, whatever it is. If it is a person, it could be male or female, because this is a general reading. And actually, since the month has to do with, or do with recreation and things like that, I still believe that a lot of this month is going to have to do with synthesis and courage to face situations straight on, and evaluation. You know, I really want to do my best, like to be an investigator. And even if it's an investigator about me, if there's something I need to look at within me, if there's anyone in the world that can look at the truth and face it head on, it's got to be a Sagittarius. And then once we do it, we're done, right? We evaluate it, move on to the next thing. And I'm saying that because the next card is the Seven of Cups, and it's right side up. And to me, this means to me, when I look at this card, I have a lot of options out here on the table before me, and a lot of wishes and dreams and hopes and things that I feel I want to get really excited about, but which one do I choose? And in front of me are 7 cups, and, here this cup, the Page of Cups. Oh, sorry. I just looked down at this 7 of Cups and I realized the top one has a cover over it, and this one's saying this guy's looking at the cup as if, I pulled the rabbit out of the hat, and how pleased am I with myself. And then I look at this covered cup up here, and I'm thinking to myself, I've got to look over all these situations, because one of those options might not be the one that I want. We never know what the magician's going to pull out of that cup. So when I look at this, I think, I do have options. I do have choices. But what one choice do I really want to focus on for this month? Is it my personal life? Is it my creative endeavors? However, that's going to come down because this is a general reading. And the next card that comes up that's interesting too, because I think this is the wish card, and it's the 9. Can you see that? It's pretty glary in here today. This is the 9 of Cups, but it's upside down. So I don't believe we can say anything about, dreams, wishes coming true, right? That wouldn't make us happy if we are wishing for something wonderful out of this 7 here. We got a bunch of choices, if we're wishing for something wonderful, something transformative, if it's in our work life or our home life or, romantic life, if we're wishing for something transformative, and this 9 of Cups is upside down, and this is my wishes coming true, right? I want to make sure, I really, really, really want to make sure that I don't get in my own way and I stop my own wish from coming true. All I want to do is get a little synthesis thing going here, so the people and situations that are around me, or if it's me, that I'm facing the absolute truth of what's going on. Maybe I'm going to step into it, maybe not. But the fact still remains, my wish card, wish fulfilled, coming true, is upside down. And I know we got a whole pile of choices here that are in that 7 of Cups, and I really, really want to keep it on the up and up, and I want my wish fulfilled, but I don't want it fulfilled the wrong way with this fishy dude down here. I'm going to put him right side up, so he's bringing me an appropriate emotional message that makes me feel happy. The reason that I'm saying this is the next card that's in here is the 6 of Cups. And to me, this is past situations issues, things that I know. Normally, because the cup looks very happy to me, but not all of us have a perfectly happy past, and some of us may have a perfectly crappy past. But there's things in there, or moments where there was true happiness, was joy, or things were fulfilled for us, even if it was even the minor little things. I really want to think about this, because the next card they're showing me is, I almost threw it on the ground, is I'm spending a lot of sleepless nights. So, and to me, this is the card that wakes you up in the middle of the night. This Nine of Swords here wakes you up in the middle of the night and says, oh, let me discuss all your issues with you, Sagittarius, right now, this minute. Let me drive you crazy. Well, we got a choice to, when we're looking at this, and if we have really good happiness in our past, or even, for some of us out there, it wasn't so hot. But all of us have one moment where we can remember that there was something happy and something better, or a wish, or a hope, or a dream coming forward on the horizon. If I believe, for this month, I believe we have to stay in integrity, and we have to honor our truth, even if we're evaluating ourselves. I do believe the way this is looking is, a lot of us might be given an opportunity to, like redo a partnership, or perhaps there is good things from the past coming back at us, but we want to look at that Page of Cups, and if it's fishy, it's fishy. What they're saying is, want to go out this month, for one thing, because it's a month for vacations and, exciting stuff, or if you have a hobby or a dream or creative thing that I want to bring forth, I want to do that too. But if my nose says it stinks, we're going to stop for a little bit and take a good whiff of that smell. And if it's not the smell that we want to smell, we're going to move on and move forward. No more sleepless nights. I don't believe that we need them anymore. There is something that, obviously we're wishing for, because that card is the very first one. And because our wish card's upside down, we don't want this month. I don't want to get in my own way, because these things are coming to us. So if it's romance, if it's, spending quality time with children or whatever, the thing that we want the most, we're going to focus on it for this month, and we're going to have the courage to do that. And if there's something inside of ourselves that is stopping us from experiencing this, then we are going to take a hand on it and look at it clearly and move right through it and be obedient to picking one thing for our focus and pulling that rabbit out of the hat, because we want our most desirable wishes to come through. We want to transform ourselves. We don't want to be ridiculous or too extravagant, with this, or if it's funds coming in from a creative endeavor, or because I have a romantic partnership and this adds to it, right? I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on what I require to make me happy, right? No more sleepless nights. I'm going to have the courage to just step forward and evaluate the people, situations that are around me, and that would be pretty much the end of the story. I don't want to get all boggled up in every single little detail. What is that they say when you're manifesting? Don't ask the hows. It kind of feels like that this month. It's just accept the good when it comes. If there's something in our past and we're all saying, I had such a horrible past, never did I have a moment of happiness. Sometimes, it's just one little simple thing. Maybe someone gave us a glass of cold water when we needed it. It could just be that simple. If this is a big deal, Sagittarius, then keep the focus and your eyes on the prize. If someone is getting in my way, I know who it is, and I just kind of brush it aside, keep on moving forward, because there's things in my life that I want, and I'm going to do them. So keep our noses out of other people's difficulties and their little dramas. Keep the focus on, putting our 9 of Cups upright, right? Because we want our wishes coming true. And don't waste our time or our energy on sleepless nights. That's the way it really truly feels to me. So if you get them, just be obedient to yourself and say, you want to discuss this, brain? We can do it tomorrow morning when I get up. That'll work, because I do believe this is going to be a reasonably good month for us, but, this is a month for us. This is a month for our personal interests. Let's pull one of these Doreen Virtue cards and see what it has to say, and I will tell you from the little book too, because I found out there was alternative meanings the first time I did this 3 months ago, and kept pulling the same card over and over again. Whoa, some of us might get some interesting charge on here. Wow, this is called Time to Go. Can you see it? I hope it's not too glary for you, but it's an angel with a torch out in front of it, flying through the sky. So perhaps we really want to do that singular focus on ourselves and our wishes. And it says, the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and plane. And 9s are the endings and the start for the new beginnings that come once we had the number 10. That's pretty intriguing there. Looks like it's going to be a reasonably good month if we keep our focus on that, right? Well, let me look up in here and see for you what time to go means. And it says 91, page 91. We'll find it in here. I have to tell you, this looks like April is going to be a really interesting month for us, because, if we have all these desires that are up there in the clouds, and we're getting a chance to focus ourselves in on ourselves, because what did they say? It's about our personal interest this month. If we get a chance to focus on that, why don't we turn that 9 upside down, have the wishes come true, and something fishy around us, kind of move right through it. If we got something good in the past, remember that we can reconstruct with one little good thing and make the best future for our own selves that we could possibly have, right? And the alternative meanings are, the angels bring you this card to help you admit to yourself that it's time to leave. You already know the situation they're referring to. You've hesitated leaving because of loyalties or fears, yet the angels assure you that it's the best way. Work very closely with your angels during this transition. to ensure its harmony for everyone concerned. Surrender any guilt or other negative emotion to heaven, as your energy needs to stay high right now. And to me, that is, if it is that fishy situation, that you're evaluating around you, and it is time to move forward, because they're saying personal interest, my dreams, my wishes, my hopes, my one focus, right? And it says the additional meanings are competition or completion, excuse me, and that is your 9, no more sleepless nights. Completion and the end of a cycle are at hand. The purpose has been served in this relationship or this situation. Surrender and release. Call upon the Archangel Azrael for help with grieving and Archangel Michael for help with courage. And I have to tell you, Sagittarius, I always pull these little words and they mean a lot to me for whatever reason. And they told you about courage, and here's your word. And I'm not quite sure, it's probably backwards in there. Anyhow, Sagittarius, I want to thank you for all of the time that you spend with me every month, and it's really been enjoyable for me. I appreciate it. And if you want to know something more about me, just go to spirits-healing-readings.com, or I think the information's down below here, or it's somewhere out there for you. Or if you want a personal reading, and if this reading doesn't resonate with you for some reason, go look up your moon and your rising sign, and if you put all 3 readings together, you'll get something that is very relevant for you, because we are each individuals. And I want to thank you again for spending this time with me. It's really been fun, and I appreciate all your likes and your shares and also your comments. They've been very kind and generous. Thanks. Bye-bye.